Guess what time it is?
It's time for small potatoes.
Where we give you a naughty tease of our latest Patreon episode.
Be sure to subscribe. Links are in the description.
Here we are today with no sex life at the age of 45. I'm only getting aroused through porn, thinking I'll never have sex and will never know what it feels like. When I turned 40 years ago, I realized that I'm literally the real life 40-year-old virgin. That really got to me into a deep depression because I realized that everyone around me, friends, siblings, even my wife before she met me, has had some sort of sexual experience, and I never did. I've tried to get all kinds of help, from doctors to therapists to sex experts, and not a single one was able to help me. Not knowing what it feels like to be aroused by someone touching me, caressing me, or even sharing chemistry with me got me into one of the most depressing and negative spirals I've ever been through in my life.
That's sad.
Right? That's when I decided to think outside the box and decided to try something different. And that's when I reached out to you. I was thinking, I've tried everything else. What do I have to lose? And honestly, that was the best decision I've ever made. Oh, I get emotional at this stuff. From you giving me comfort about my privacy to an issue to actually going to Muse, that's when I first met, girl's name, Muse attendant, for the first time. I felt extremely shy, and as expected, nothing happened and it didn't function. However, something different did happen after I left. Usually I'd resort to porn right after a failed sexual experience, but that day, I didn't get the urge to get off to porn at all. Something felt different. Like my brain was telling me that maybe there's something to having a real sexual experience. And since then, I've been working on rewiring my brain and nervous system to avoid porn for sexual pleasure and to train it to want the real thing. Said Muse has not just saved my life, she has changed it forever. Now I have new habits that don't involve getting off on porn. And with her help, I'm trying to learn and understand what really works for me sexually. Learning about the brain, rewiring, and the nervous system. And for the first time ever, I'm slowly beginning to feel sensual sensations in my body.
Wow.
There have been ups and downs through this journey, porn relapses, learning the wrong sexual practices, etc. But for the first time, I feel optimistic that I will get to where I need to be sensually. I never thought that would ever happen, but said girl changed all of that. She single-handedly did what no other expert ever did. She gave me hope.
Oh.
Her patience and kindness and fun sessions are slowly reconnecting my mind and body together. She is a rare gem, a kind soul, and I don't know how much of a further downward spiral I would have gone if it wasn't for her. I know this is an extremely long email, but I wanted to thank you and the whole Muse team for saving my life. I've overcome so many things in my life, from being broke to facing discriminations to even a near-death experience. The one thing I couldn't overcome was the sexual problems. Words alone cannot express how grateful I am to you and the Muse team, and especially to her for turning my life around. I'm so excited to continue my journey to recovery next year. I'm eagerly awaiting the day I can confidently tell my wife that I'm ready to try again.
Oh.
From the bottom of my heart, I thank you and the Muse team. Henry.
He's so sweet. Oh. Well,
He gets
my
me.
first thought is, beyond thinking about Henry, talking about his muse, who we won't name, she is such a gem, just as he said. She is such a kind person, and she has really taken him on as a friend, like genuinely as a friend, and building kind of that trust and session with him that clearly he's having progress. And I think that's amazing. And I know we talk about it often about how sex workers save lives, but sometimes they truly
They
do.
do.
Like really in factual ways they do. And I think this story is so much so one of them. And I'm so thankful that he's sharing this with us, because it's
Yeah.
taking a big step in his vulnerability to do that.
I have so much admiration for people
Mhm.
that have the balls to confront things head on.
Yeah.
And even more so when you think outside the box. I mean,
Mhm.
we live outside the box. There's nothing box-like about our life, right?
Mhm.
And we have found the most interesting paths to happiness and the most challenging roads to pleasure and fun and
Mhm.
feelings and confidence and all the things that people go through. And the fact that he took the plunge, because lots of people could Google and
Mhm.
think, oh, maybe that would help. And then they forget the thought. But he did such due diligence. I still remember when he first emailed in, we went back and forth a good 10 times.
Right.
I knew immediately the girl he needed to see, because I try to tell that woman all the time how special she is. And I kind of like how I try to tell him he's so special. I don't know if people actually believe me or they think I'm giving them hyperbole, but
Yeah.
she's just one of the most magically impactful women that we've come across. And she
Mhm.
has skills that she doesn't even know she possesses. And I've heard similar things from other ladies working with her. Like,
Mhm.
her heart is one of the biggest hearts I've ever met. And she loves through her work, and she loves in everything she does. And even if she's sitting talking with a brand new girl or a girl she's known for years and worked with for years, but is going through a bit of a hard patch, she's the first one to pull them aside, and like she'll stop everything to just sit
Mhm.
and love somebody. And
Mhm.
I don't know if she knows it has that kind of impact all the time, but
Yeah.
she literally changes people's lives. Our
Mhm.
lives are better for knowing her. I know that she will be a friend of ours for life.
Mhm.
We've been blessed to have some muses that we've been able to watch from, oh my God, when they were like 20 to
Mhm.
like full ass women and moms and things now. And she is absolutely in that category of girls. I'm still crying. That, that we'll just never forget and we'll always stay in touch with. And I
Mhm.
spoke to her about this afterwards, and I was like, I don't know if it made you cry, but it sure as heck has made me cry like 15
Mhm.
times I've read it. But take his word as gospel truth, because he means what he says. This is not a man of hyperbole. And
Mhm.
his candor is just so raw and so beautiful. The fact that he let us share it is incredible to me. And I feel like as many of our men's episodes do, it'll touch so many men that are listeners. And I hope women too, and even more so, I hope these kinds of stories reach the people that throw stigma.
Mhm.
Because it's stories like this that smash the stigma of the John into
Yeah.
1,000 pieces.
Mhm.
I dare you to tell me that sex work is wrong for a man like this. I
Yeah.
dare you to tell me that she's just a hooker. Like I'd fight. I would
Mhm.
fight because it's impossible, and it's only stigma and bigotry that would ever put that label on anyone like this. And I think that's always our point when we're trying to smash the stigmas that we try to on this show
Mhm.
is you don't know someone's story. We've
Mhm.
known Henry for a year and a bit, and I
Yeah.
didn't know all of this, right?
Mhm.
And so until you do know, how dare we judge? And
Yeah.
I feel like that is where we smash stigma. Speaking of which, Riley with the mug,
Let's
smash
smash
stigma.
it.
Come on.